You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. What up, bro?
Was that the remix to Go Time? Like,
Nah, it's like it's playing in the background. It's some of the ambiance in the background of the instrumental. Shout out to Uzu on the beat. Uzu on the beat is the producer of that song, of Go Time. And when I had the record, I'm like, bro, this is a banger. And he had a whole bunch of stuff going on in the beat. And I'm like, yo, let's take this part out, take that part out, and let's just go with this. So there's actually more stuff to that beat, but we just decided to keep it more simple, and thus we got Go Time.
So why not add the stuff back to the beat and then do a remix, like a Go Time remix?
That's possible. That's very possible. I was thinking about making a Miami Dolphin remix, but with the Go Time, it'll be Go Time, but Dolphins remix. So yeah, man. Like, I don't know. We'll see what's up, man. We'll see what we get.
I feel like that needs to happen. Quick question though, can I be in the video?
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world. I'm your boy Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. We are live. That's my Bruce Buffer impersonation. Yeah, man. What's up, Kadeem?
That was awful. That was an awful Bruce Buffer impersonation. Like, that was so bad. There was no energy behind it. Like, if I was in a crowd and you did that, I'm walking out. I want my money back. Like, that's just poor. Really poor.
I'm saying I'm in like a apartment, Kadeem. Bruce Buffer is in an arena when he does it. Like, he's reaching the 20,000 in the arena. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in an apartment by myself.
Yeah, but you are broadcasting across the world. Like, you have to project that. So shout out to people in the chat. We got IMAX, we have Hammer, K Salt. You telling me that what you're essentially doing is like you're not projecting to them. You're just, no, man, that's poor. That's poor. I'm just saying.
We got some Dolphin news, Kadeem. We're gonna get into it. And if there's a Go Time Dolphin remix or a Go Time remix, maybe we could do a video, half the video in London, half the video in Miami, and who knows? Maybe we get some of the friends of the podcast, just make a cameo. Like, bro, can we get a cameo? Like, you ain't even got to do nothing. Just show up and, you know what I'm saying, let the Miami atmosphere take care of the rest of the video. But speaking of,
so very quickly, I know we will get Dolphin stuff. What we should do is get the Go Time Dolphins fans to record them rapping the song, record it, and then send it in, and then you have like a collage of different fans.
You have saying. A what?
A collage.
A collage.
What did you say? A collage? What?
Collage.
Nah, we're not doing this. Dolphins news. What you got for me?
I said we jump off the bat, bro, and say, how you feel about Tyreek Hill saying he done after 2025?
I didn't see it as an issue. Like, if he said it was this year, then I'm like, hold on, wait. Like, then there's a problem. But he said what? He's gonna retire at the end of his Dolphins contract in 2025. And I think someone was like, his contract runs out or expires in 2026. So there's still time. And we're gonna win multiple rings by then. So listen, he would have done his job. I think it's one of those situations where, and not to diminish Tyreek Hill as a receiver, but his game is based around his speed. And once that speed starts to go, he has to change his game. Why change his game? Just retire at the top. Yeah. And plus also he's made enough money that his family's set for life. So, while he's still agile and athletic, go do some stuff with his family. I'm cool with it.
Hey, everybody in the comments, we appreciate you rocking with us already. You know what I'm saying? Going live ain't the same if it weren't for y'all. So how does everyone in the comments, if you don't know, matter of fact, if you don't know, Tyreek Hill has come out on a podcast, don't know the podcast, but he came out and said, yeah, man, I think I'm done after, 10 years of football, and 2025, after my Miami Dolphins contract is up, I'm gonna call it quits. How do you guys feel about that, right? For me, I don't mind it at all whatsoever. And next month is Mental Health Awareness Month, right? And we'll get into Mental Health Awareness Month next month. But it's something to be said about CTE, bro. It's something to be said about how dangerous this sport is and how unaware or how selfish or how inconsiderate some of the fans can be. When we're in Miami, Florida, you see a celebrity or athlete driving by you or something, and let's just say the team wasn't doing good. That fan would be like, yo, you should be practicing. What are you doing at a stoplight right now? Like, yo, you don't think this person is human, has a regular life? You feel me? Go ahead. What you got?
So what happens if a player is broken down on the side of the road and they might need some help? Would you stop and help them?
Yeah, if here's my thing though.
No.
Look, if Donovan Culpepper was doing what he was supposed to be doing, it's a little bit different from, yo, I'm gonna just go to Miami and live the life and not even perform. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a little difference. Now, if Tyreek Hill, on the other hand, decides that he wants to buy a dunk, which is like a 72-ish Chevy, or matter of fact, an old school, and it breaks down on the side of the road, we got you, bro. It's cool. Back to him retiring. Back to him retiring though. If Tyreek Hill decides he wants to retire after the contract, it's something that, okay, it's after the contract. It didn't mess anything up. We paid him for his services. Cool. It was negotiated. If you lose him, you lose him. If you don't, you don't. I'm pretty sure the Dolphins were probably thinking, yeah, we could tag him if we wanted to, or we could extend them if we wanted to, before they heard this news about Tyreek Hill retiring. But I'm also sure if Tyreek Hill was not performing, they would find a way to get out of the contract anyway. So it's a business. It is what it is. You take the good with the bad. And in this case, if Tyreek Hill says, yo, I'm done after 2025, I'm okay with it. Because Charlie Touche said we're going to reach the Super Bowl twice by that time. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a ring by then anyway. So now we get to see him out like, oh, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And if we get 2 rings, which I'm not saying we will, yeah, we're definitely getting one. That second one, if we get the second one, Tyreek Hill's going to retire a Dolphin. He's not even going to retire a Chief. Straight up. So I'm okay with Tyreek Hill saying, yo, I need to focus on. I got other things I want to focus on. I'll be in my early 30s. I want to be healthy. I don't want any long-term effects. Hopefully he dodges that bullet. You know what I'm saying? I'm really okay with it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If anybody, look at Andrew Luck. When Andrew Luck did it, I thought it was selfless. You know what I'm saying? For you to have the courage to walk away from the game that you love all your life and been playing all your life. I'm okay with it.
So a great comment from Hammer. Charlie, you should be in a recording studio. Why are you on this podcast? And for me, I should be practicing my dancing moves. What am I doing riding this train? Did I have a dance today? I didn't know. Why did I dance today? Had a little dance yesterday. I went out, you do what you do. Quick question though.
I appreciate you, Hammer.
100% Hammer. Thank you for the support as always, and K-Salt as well for the comments so far in this episode. given what Hill is making, given by the time we get to 2025, we're going to need to pay Jalen Waddle. Also going to need to pay QB1 Tua. Do you think Tyreek Hill makes it to 2025 as a Dolphin, or do you think the Dolphins move on for one cap space to try and get some picks back and essentially retool the team where possible?
What do you mean try to get some picks back? If he's retiring, no one's going to trade for him.
But okay, say the Dolphins win a ring this year, and they're gonna then pay Tua, and I know what, we need to free up some cap space, and an NFC team says, "Hey, do you know what? We want Tyreek Hill for a second round pick."
Nah, bro. I think this is the team. This is the makeup of the team. Our offense is designed to be this Ferrari of a weapon. We have a sexy offense. It's designed to be this way. And unless you're going to replace this Tyreek Hill with who you're going to replace him with, there's nobody to replace Tyreek Hill with. So you have to just go throughout the whole duration of the shelf life with Tyreek Hill if he decides to retire. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it. Hence Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. I'm pretty sure Andrew Luck thought about it more than once. Bro, you could want to walk away from the game, but sometimes you don't get to walk away on your terms. So he might be like, all right, give me 1 more year, 2 more years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. So I'm pretty sure it's something that he wants, but at the same time, if the Dolphins make it to the Super Bowl this year and it doesn't go our way, he's gonna want that bite of the apple. Man, we're real close. I want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So it depends where we are as a whole franchise, and then we will reevaluate when we get there. But I believe him when he says it. Like, you don't talk about it unless you're really entertaining it.
But that was kind of my point. Like, he gets his ring in Miami. He's like, you know what? So again, like he
gets his ring. You saying he got it?
Yeah, I'm saying so. Nah,
so that's even worse, because I think if he gets it, the organization respects him enough. Like, yo, we're gonna see you out properly, bro. You see what the Dolphins just did with Mike Gesicki. You see what they did with Devontae Parker. You see the Dolphins really take care of their own. And if we win the Super Bowl, Tyreek Hill had a pivotal role in that Super Bowl. So they're not going to say, hey, thank you for your services, we're going to send you to the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, we're going to let him finish his career as a Dolphin and hopefully win another one before he does. Dolphins ain't going to, they're not going to try him like that.
There's many, I never said they're going to try him. Like, there's an amicable, same way. No, I'm not going to make the comparison because I don't want to get into a whole rabbit hole. Speaking of, but paying their own. So Jeffrey Simmons with the Titans signed a 4-year extension worth $94 million, 23.5 mil per year. And as IMAX says in the comments, so you might lose Christian Wilkins after Simmons signed his contract today. Have a reply saying nope. But what do you make of Simmons' contract and what that means for Christian Wilkins in Miami?
Well, we seen this coming, bro. We knew it was going to be a problem. How do we sign all these? How do we keep all this team together? How do we sign all these people? We got Zach Sealer. Do we give one of them? Do we give them both the same contract and says which one do you want to take it? You know what I'm saying? So you can't save everybody, bro. You can't have everybody either. And I'm on the record saying we need to go Zach Sealer as opposed to Christian Wilkins because he's cheaper and he's still of service. But you can't have everybody. So I'm not really on the record saying the Dolphins won't sign Wilkins, but it is what it is, bro. This is the nature of the business. It's unless someone wants to have a picture of a gas bong and slide all the way back to the second round, Jalen Carter. It is what it is, bro.
Christian Wilkins is getting signed. Like, I know Chris Greer says stuff and then does the complete opposite. And yeah, I agree with IMAX. We probably should have signed Wilkins before we signed Simmons. So before Simmons got signed. But again, personally, I think it will be a case of it will be a signing that gets announced in June, July. Once that Byron Jones money frees up enough cap space, I think the Dolphins will go here, Wilkins hedge a contract. Again, I'm not basing it off what Chris Greer said at the combine and speaking about Christian Wilkins and being in the building at like ungodly hours and the work and all that kind of stuff and how much they love him. I think he's played one as a contract. I think he won as a contract in Miami. The issue is then obviously, hey, Zach Sealer, what do we do? But even though, and again, I'm in no way advocating for Zach Sealer to leave. But given the age of the two players as well, doesn't it make more sense to tie down Christian Wilkins long term than it does Zach Sealer, who's 28, 29?
So now you're weighing out the dollars and the age, because then you're going to say, well, if it costs $8 million more to re-sign Wilkins than it does Sealer, is that $8 million worth 2 more years? I don't know. That's something you have to take into consideration.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I just can't imagine the Dolphins not signing Christian Wilkins. It seems like they will find a way. But like I said, I'm looking June, July. Oh, definitely after that. Like I said, after that Byron Jones money gets freed up, and maybe there's other contracts renegotiations. Maybe Cedric Wilson gets traded. Like there's a bunch of moves the Dolphins can still make to free up enough money to sign Christian Wilkins. You got any other news for us?
Yeah, man. If you guys are still wondering about Dalvin Cook being traded during the draft, can't pay everybody, bro. Like, how do you expect us to pay Dalvin Cook, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Christian Wilkins, Tua when it comes up? That's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of money. So that's why there's a win now window. So when you do move on, you don't rebuild, you just reset, remix. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's remix this now and let a couple people move on. And then hopefully you draft good. And speaking of draft is coming up. It's a day before Learn Me Tunsil Day here on Go Time Dolphins. We have a honorary We have an honorary Learn Me Tunsil Day here on Go Time Dolphins, and it is April 28th, I believe. It's April 28th, Learn Me Tunsil Day here on Go Time Dolphins. And I think the draft is April 27th this year.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So all right.
That
Yeah.
one is, yeah.
Yeah. So we actually draft on Learn Me Tunsil Day. So listen, one thing that I have to point out before we even talk draft is how nice would it be to have the 21st pick of the draft this year, Kadeem? Like we had an opportunity to have a first round pick this year, and we do not have a first round pick this year. You look at the mock drafts and you see 21 Miami Dolphins forfeited. You see what I'm saying? Do you know how nice it would be to be sitting at 21 right now and Chris Greer rubbing his hands like, yo, I prepared the last 7 years to do this for this day right here. Now I'm going to put the final piece of the puzzle together and draft Joey Porter Jr. to replace Xavier Howard, or I'm going to draft Bijan Robinson to be the last piece on offense to be the running back of the future for the Miami Dolphins, or I'm going to draft Darnell Washington, right? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen now? We don't have a first round pick, so we have to wait till 51, second round, second day, Kadeem. It's going to be a long wait. It's going to be hurt a little bit. It's going to be a little painful, but is there anyone that you think would be there, or you would like to be there, or you think can fall there? What you got for us? Matter of fact, everyone in the comments, is there someone that you guys want specifically for the Miami Dolphins to draft this year in the draft? Position. Just what position should we go with?
The Dolphins have 4 picks, and they don't have loads of holes, but they have loads of areas where they could improve upon. O-line, both O-line and D-line depth is never a bad thing. Depth at DB, another tight end. There's so many positions which the Dolphins can go to. Again, like you mentioned, maybe you sign a corner to, be the long-term replacement for either Jalen Ramsey or Xavier Howard because, the Noah Igbinoghene pick didn't work out. Maybe you bring in a left tackle for the future because Teron Armstead is probably going to give you 13 games, and maybe you do go and sign a right tackle because Liam Eichenberg and Austin Jackson struggled with injuries last year. There's shout out Jason. In terms of position, I think the Dolphins should go best player available at 51. There's a tweet doing around on social media where the Dolphins take Jahmyr Gibbs at 51.
Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah. And people will be like, running back, what are the Dolphins doing? But sometimes, listen, as we say on this podcast and others say elsewhere, don't let having a good player in a position stop you from getting a great player elsewhere. If say someone, how people do these amazing AI videos right now. If someone wants to do a AI video of Zay Flowers with a bong mask and he falls to 51, the Dolphins might have to take Zay Flowers at 51. Anyone creative in the chat, let's see what we can do. So, I think right now I'm kind of looking at, is there a way to acquire more draft picks? Again, do you send a first next year to try and get into the first this year or in the second? Before I pass back to you, the Dolphins have too many areas that need improving upon to only come away with 4 draft picks, and that's obviously not including the undrafted free agents as well.
Here's my thing. I'm at the point where I understand the window is win now, and with the way the Miami Dolphins operate, whoever they draft right now may not even play as much. So these picks of this year's draft may not be for immediate impact. Even if, and if I'm being honest with you, if it's at tight end, it's definitely going to be tough to get immediate impact, right? From a tight end that has to learn how to block and learn his routes at the same time. Tight end is probably the hardest position to come in as a rookie and be impactful, right? So tight end is a tough ask to have a win now window and say, hey, tight end TE1, we need you to not be a rookie this year and just play like you've been a vet. That's a tough task. And then you go O-line, where you just been pushing around 20-year-olds your whole career, and now you're playing with grown men that have to feed their family, and you're asking that O-lineman to protect your franchise in your win now Super Bowl window. That's another tough task. However, running back, on the other hand, that's the first thing you learn when you pick up a football when you're 4 years old. Hold the ball. Don't let nobody get you. You see what I'm saying? So, in a way, I'm okay with the Dolphins going running back if Jahmyr Gibbs is there at 51. I don't think, however, Jahmyr Gibbs will be there at 51. I think for me, Kadeem, it boils down to this. Are you going to sit around at 51, see if Laporta falls to you, see if Jahmyr Gibbs falls to you, see if I want to say Danton. I think it's Danton Jones, offensive tackle for Ohio State, right tackle. See if he falls to you at 51, which I doubt. Or do you take 51 and 84 and trade up and go get one of these people? You know what I'm saying? Do you take 2 and 3 and trade up and get Darnell Washington if he's even there in in the vicinity at the end of the first round, or Dan I think it's Danton.
I think is it DeJuan Jones,
DeJuan Jones. It's Danton Harrison, I think, and it's DeJuan Jones. I think I mixed them up. So, do you trade up to get DeJuan Jones? Do you trade up to get Jahmyr Gibbs? Do you trade up to get Darnell Washington and just be happy with one for sure piece? I'm sure this person is going to pan out. Or do you stay at 51 and say, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what we get. Let's see who we could develop to be the future of the Miami Dolphins. Or do you trade back? Like, you know what? Nothing fell to us. We have our nucleus of a team. We have our program. We have our franchise. This is the team that's going to win the Super Bowl. Like, Kadeem, my real question is, do you think someone in this draft can come in and play right away to help this team win the Super Bowl? Probably yes, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to mean much. Like, I don't think there's somebody in this draft that's at 51 and 84 that's going to be like, yo, we needed this person. Now he's the last piece for us to win the Super Bowl. I doubt that.
But I think even over the past few years, and it's been undrafted guys, the Dolphins have, like, there's always been one guy from the Dolphin draft class that appears out of nowhere. You know, obviously Preston Williams had his injury issues, but the unicorn was looking like, the Dolphins have done it. The Dolphins have done it. They found a genuine, wide receiver starter in an undrafted free agent. Kader Kohu last year. If we sat here, doing a live or doing a show saying, there's this kid called Kader Kohu, what do you make of it? What do you make of him? Be like, cool, he can play behind Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, Nick Needham. Kader Kohu had a stellar rookie season. Changing numbers to number 4 as well. So I think, and plus also
start the press. Kadeem, no stat check, fact check, no digging on the internet. We're gonna have a surprise giveaway right now. Today, right now, in this second. Hold on. Hey, Kadeem, don't, no cheating.
Hands
right now. If you're in the comments right now, if you're watching us live, comment in the comment section so you can enter in the giveaway right now. This was unplanned, but all the smoke is going on, Kadeem. Kadeem, if you can tell us what Kader Kohu's previous number was before switching to 4, the number that he played in.
27. Was it not 27?
Nah.
No! I thought it was 27.
It was 28.
No!
Yo, hey, there goes the giveaway. Y'all get mad at Kadeem. No! Maybe we can have it next time, bro. Like, you couldn't even take your time, Kadeem. Like, you know what? This guy.
Oh, Jason, don't come in 28 now. Oh.
Look at that. You had help in the comments and everything, bro.
No, but the thing, okay, 2 things. One, I felt if someone said in the comments, it's like, well, that person helps you, it doesn't count. And I don't know why, I can just picture 27. Obviously, he's not 27.
That's wild. Hey, listen. Hey, that just goes to show. You never know what's going to happen on Go Time Dolphins when we go live. Listen, come to Go Time Dolphins when we go live. It's going to be surprise giveaways, surprise guests, I think. And you never know what's going to happen, man. But go ahead. What were you saying about Kader Kohu, Kadeem?
Yeah, the fact that no one would have ever had him as... I think people would have been very shocked if he made the 53-man roster. Not because of his play, but because of who was, ahead of him in the pecking order. But all it takes, and, touch wood, we don't want no injuries at all next season. But, next man up. The Dolphin draft someone who... you know what? They're a developmental piece. See how they go over the next few years. 1-2 guys go down, or they just absolutely ball out in preseason training camp. Again, Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson was not meant to make this roster, but some players come into the league with a chip on their shoulder. They get taken in the 6th round. They thought they're going to go in the 3rd round. It's like, no, I'm going to show you why. These 31 teams should have taken me, and even the team that I'm on should have taken me earlier. So, as Jason said in the comments, there's no for sure pieces. But But I just think the Dolphins take best player, and if that person, listen, if a guy taken in the 5th round wins a starting job because his play has been that amazing, that's only a good thing. Iron sharpens iron. If a 6th round right tackle comes in and legit beats out friend of the podcast Austin Jackson to protect you as blindside, and he plays lights out, then well done. So yeah, I doubt the Dolphins will sit there after the draft and with all of their picks say they've got a shot of making a roster. We're going to depend on them. Actions speak louder than words, but you have to believe the Dolphins are taking every single pick the Dolphins make. The plan is to get them starting minutes because they impress.
Little sneak peek. At Touche's 24, I'm gonna give you guys one person from Touche's 24. Jahmyr Gibbs cannot make Touche's 24 because too many people know about him. Too many. Kadeem, you were confident with it. 27.
I was like, that's like 28. Damn it, it's 28, man.
Listen, yeah, man, we'll have some more surprise giveaways when we go live, man. You never know what's gonna happen. GTD, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Share, like, subscribe. We rock with y'all. So Jahmyr Gibbs played at Georgia Tech and transferred to Alabama. And he's just too known to make Touche's 24, although he may not go in the first round, which is the basically a prerequisite. You can't go in the first round. I don't want to say you can't go because we don't think these players on Touche's 24 will go in the first round. But, GMs could blow it. And then you start having somebody like Trey Smith slide and end up in the 6th round when I had him as a 2nd round pick. So you just never know. So with Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe if he is in striking distance of the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins should pull the trigger on Jahmyr Gibbs. If they have to trade up and say, you know what, we only had 2 picks this draft. Guess what? You trade a couple of those picks and end up with 2 picks. Bro, the likelihood of 4 rookies starting on this Dolphins team is unlikely. It's not likely. So trade up and get the future of your whatever, right tackle, get your future tight end, get your future running back. I'm okay if you trade up to do that. But one person I will give you from Touche's 24 is DeJuan Jones. DeJuan Jones is like 6'8", bro. What's he got?
He made Touche's 24, but he couldn't get his name right.
Bro, there's 2 of them. There's Anton Harrison and there's DeJuan Jones. And I just mixed up the first name, bro. Like, there's a lot of names on my head right now, bro. Like, this mock stuff is hard, bro.
Put some respect on his name.
Hold up. He might be a bust. We don't know. So it is what it is.
Don't try to get at this now. Don't do that.
Listen, here's the thing about DeJuan Jones. He's a right tackle. Check. He's 6'8", athletic, mauler. Check, right? My thing about longest wingspan in the Senior Bowl in 75 years. Longest wingspan ever at 89.5 wingspan. Largest jersey Nike has ever made, DeJuan Jones. Here's my thing about DeJuan Jones, though. His weight is not exact. It's not an exact science. We don't know how much he weighs. There's reports that he was 375, which is not sustainable in the NFL. Then there's one that's 350. And to give you guys some context on what a right tackle or a tackle kind of weighs, Teron Armstead is 320. Lane Johnson is 320. Who else we got? His teammate on the other side of DeJuan Jones's teammate, that's probably going to be the first tackle taken in Paris Johnson, is 315. So for him to be 350 and up, it's like, hold on, bro. And if you look at him on tape, he's every bit of 350 and up. So I don't know what happens there. I don't know if a team says, yo, we got to get your weight in check, right? I don't know if someone says, well, is he going to perform the same if he's not at his natural weight? I have no idea. But I do know he'll make Touche's 24. And if he starts to fall, then I do think the Dolphins should take a chance on him. But you never know. I don't know about trading up for him. But I'm okay. Like another person is Abraham Lucas. Abraham Lucas was on Touche's 24. Last season, he got taken by the Seattle Seahawks to start at right tackle. I wish we had Abraham Lucas. I think he went in I want to say second or third round. Abraham Lucas went in, and he performed, and he weighs 320 as well. So DeJuan Jones is somebody I think has potential. It'll be interesting to see his career coming in so heavy, but it worked for CJ Stroud. He protected CJ Stroud, but he was pushing around 20-year-olds. So I would like to see what DeJuan Jones can do in the NFL.
Before I get to my next point, a few comments. IMAX says, if you do anything besides build the offensive line, I will be disappointed. And Tagovailoa needs to put on the Don Babe helmet. I don't care if it looks like a bobblehead doll. And then shout out to JML. Charlie, do you want to read this one?
Oh, out loud.
Yes, I like. What on, Charlie? You can read. I'm glad
Hey,
you
listen.
can read. It's
Hey,
a
listen.
podcast. Again, so bear with me. I know it's just you in your apartment right now, but we are live across the world. How about you read this guy?
Listen, so JML was the winner of the game-worn Javon Holland gloves, and we're reading this real time. So let's see what he says. I hope he ain't say nothing crazy. Hey fellas, what's happening? I'm happy to say that the Javon Holland gloves came in about an hour ago. Really, really, really cool, guys. And thanks for putting them in the Miami Dolphins canvas bag. Smiley emoji, smiley emoji, smiley emoji. Shout out to JML, the winner of the Go Time giveaway of the Javon Holland game-worn gloves. We appreciate everybody who rocks with us, and congratulations to you, bro. I'm glad you liked them. Whew. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know what JML was gonna say. Like, hey, where them gloves at, bro? I know what he's gonna say. Hey, what happened to the giveaway? I didn't know what JML was gonna talk about. But yeah, man. So hey, JML, I don't know if you caught it. Kadeem just ruined it. We almost had another giveaway, but he couldn't get the answer right.
I said it in my chest. I said it so much in my chest.
27. Didn't even let me finish the answer. Like, you were loud and wrong, Kadeem. You were the person on Family Feud that beep, 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 beep. Yo, you're not even gonna let Steve Harvey finish the question. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it again in a heartbeat. I sent you a list of draft prospects the Dolphins have spoken to, be at the combine, at the pro day, or had for a visit. I'm going to read out from this list. It's, me reading out a list. It's not the most exciting, but just for people who are here, it's interesting to see, or in my opinion, it's interesting to see where the Dolphins are kind of at the moment in terms of who they're speaking to and the positions. So if I butcher any of these names, I apologize. There's one I see right now. Nah. But we have, in terms of the running backs, Jaleel McLaughlin, Youngstown State, had a convo with him, or he said his convo with them at the Hula Bowl stood out. Running back Israel Abinikanda. Apologies for that. Pittsburgh, combine interview. Zach Evans, Ole Miss, combine interview. Evan Hull from Northwestern, interview at his pro day. And Kendre Miller, TCU, pro day. Wide receivers, Elijah Harper, Adams State at the Tropical Bowl, spoke to him then. Tight ends, Sam Laporta, Iowa, spoke to him at the combine. And Tucker Kraft, South Dakota State at the combine as well. Offensive lineman, Anthony Bradford, LSU, combine. Drew Scruggs, Penn State, combine. Braden Daniels, Utah, combine. And then Trevor Reed, Louisville, pro day. On the defensive line, Carl Brooks, Bowling Green. He was one of the 30 visits, and I believe that was this week. So was Garrett Nelson from Nebraska. It's also a 30 visit this week. Felix Anudke Uzoma, Kansas State, combine. Mike Morris, Michigan, interview, I believe, might be pro day. Broderick Martin, Western Kentucky, Shrine Bro, he said it went well. Nearly finished. Linebacker, DeMarvion, Overshone, Texas. Spoke about the combine, and he also had a 30 visit this week. Dax Holyfield, Virginia Tech, Tropical Bowl, and then cornerbacks. Anthony Johnson, Virginia, 30 visit. Alex Austin, Oregon State, formal interview at the combine. Terrell Smith, Minnesota at the combine. But Detrone Young at Duke, Dolphins local pro day, and then Keeley Ringo, Georgia combine. Not that any names, maybe some stuck out to you, but that's what 4 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 2 tight ends, 4 offensive linemen, 5 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 cornerbacks. No safeties. Is that a position they didn't speak to? Safety.
And you said Zach Evans?
Zach Evans, running back. Yes, Ole Miss. Yeah.
Zach Evans is funny to me because Zach Evans is a running back. He's like 6 foot, 210, 215. He is the prototypical Mike McDaniel. This is the prototype like frame I want of a running back. When I see the reason why I know Zach Evans is because I'm working on 2 Shades 24, and the way I do my 2 Shades 24 is it's like 60 people on this list, and then I have to start chipping away. Zach Evans is on the list right now. I don't know if he'll make the final 2 Shades 24, but Zach Evans reminds me of Zaquandre White. Obviously, Zaquandre White didn't make the team, but it's the same. Like, this is what Mike McDaniel wants. So when you say Zach Evans, I'm like, yo, he fits the build, the mold of a San Francisco running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it's that same system. I don't love him though. I don't love him, but I can see something there. So the fact that now you're saying that we actually visited him or went to the pro day, or I'm not sure, what was it? Did we go to this combine? What was it? Pro day?
Zach Evans was a interview at his pro day.
So
at the combine. Apology, at the combine.
So we interviewed him. It doesn't shock me that at all. Doesn't shock me not in the least bit. So I don't love Zach Evans. I do see the talent. That's why he's on the list. Hannah Montana is in the building. Shout out to Hannah. Everybody, you know we got to say hi to Hannah. Everybody say what's up to Hannah. Hey, Hannah.
She can't sleep, so she joined. Hey.
I like it. So anyone who doesn't know, any new listeners, Hannah Montana is Kadeem's fiance. And we were actually talking about the wedding before the show started. Like, about to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We're going, I don't know if we could disclose the location, but we out of here. But yeah, man. And then Laporta, we'll see what happens there. Everybody's familiar with Laporta. Laporta cannot make the 2 Shades 24 list.
Yeah. I think what I found interesting, and again, the Dolphins, you might know this better than I, Charlie. Off the top of your head, do the Dolphins normally take players that they talk to or interview? I feel like under Chris Greer, they don't. Did they meet with friend of the podcast, Brandon Jones?
Here's the thing. I don't remember about Brandon Jones specifically, but it's a chess game. There are some GMs and some organizations that do it on purpose. Like, we're intentionally not even going to interview this person because we know we want to take them. So we don't want to put that on our radar, right? But then there's other people who's like, hey, we know who we want, but let's interview some people to see if some people could win us over. So Brandon Jones specifically, I don't remember, but at the same time, it's a chess game. So you might talk to somebody on purpose. You might bring somebody in on a visit on purpose. You might not talk to someone on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on when you're playing chess as a GM, and you got 31 other teams that you're trying to like shake up.
Yeah, I think a lot of running backs, a few offensive linemen, a lot of D line, a lot of corners. Again, it doesn't. You know, it's telling that the Dolphins, and again, the Dolphins are going to speak to a lot of people. That only one wide receiver has kind of been mentioned. Doesn't surprise me. I can't imagine the Dolphins leave the draft in terms of selection with a wide receiver. Like there's really no point. I can see the Dolphins getting rid of a wide receiver in Cedric Wilson on draft night, maybe back to the Cowboys. But in terms of using a draft pick on a wide receiver, I would be shocked, absolutely shocked, mate.
I don't know. Tyreek Hill just said he's not going to be here after 2025.
But why did you take the guy this year? Why not take the
What
guy
if
next
that's
year?
what if that's what the draft gives you?
Well, if you let me finish before you jump down my throat, I was gonna say if that gas mask video of Zay Flowers goes viral, then yeah, you take Zay Flowers like that. Then that's what you do. You know, I think it's a situation where if the best person available on the board is a wide receiver, the Dolphins probably move back and say, you know what? Yes, again, you can never have too many wide receivers. You can stash them, and they're there. Maybe they even beat out Eric Karma. But yeah, you go elsewhere. One question I was going to ask you: do you think the Dolphins? I wouldn't say use a draft pick, but maybe an undrafted free agent. Do you think the Dolphins bring in a kicker to battle alongside Jason Sanders?
100%. They're going to bring in a kicker. It might not be in the draft, but they're going to bring them in to compete. You can't just be walking around the stadium or the facility like you ain't got like you safe. Nah, competition breeds excellence. So yeah, everybody has to have competition. Before we get into bonus time, Kadeem, we're gonna get one more shot at this at
No, like Hannah Montana says, she's trying to embarrass me at this point.
No. I'm gonna redeem you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save us. So you give me.
Hold on. So I'm asking you the question.
Yeah. So we brought up octopus on the last podcast, and everyone who watches us on YouTube, they see I have this octopus up on my wall. So I'm fairly confident in my octopus knowledge, bro. So you get 27. Hey, you give me an octopus question, and if I get it right, we'll have a giveaway right here on this podcast today. I'm ready.
I'm not giving you an octopus question. I want to give you, and bear me 2 seconds while I want to give you an Outcast question.
Hey, we got a free giveaway, y'all boys. Let's go. Outcast.
No, listen, free giveaway. Jason, check 2 brains. Can you name all Outcast albums in the order they came out?
Hey y'all, we're having a giveaway, and the only way y'all could get it is to come over to bonus time. But I'm gonna answer the question on this side of bonus time. But just know we're about to have a giveaway live on Go Time Dolphins. So the question is, can I name all the Outkast albums in order?
Yep.
It's that Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music. Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music. Cadillac music. That's 1. AT Aliens is 2. That's the second album. That's the Me and You, Yo Mama and Your Cousin too. Hey, we got a free giveaway. All right. The third one is Bloom, Bloom, Bloom. It's Him and I, Aquemini. That was a classic. They're all classics, really. The fourth one was Bombs Over Baghdad, and I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson. Sorry, Miss Hannah Montana. That was the fourth one. You know what I'm saying? After Stankonia.
Oh, okay. Yep.
After Stankonia was Speaker Box and Love Below. Speaker Box, Love Below. And for the record, Idlewild was in there, but it was a soundtrack. but that's all the Outkast albums that there are.
Yeah, I guess I gotta give that to you.
Ain't no, I guess that's the answer.
Well, no, like you said, Idlewild, like it's an album. Like I'm just saying, like it counts as an album. It's the sixth and final album.
No, it doesn't count as an album. That's a soundtrack.
Listen, I'm looking at the studio
And
album.
I gave you the Idlewild as a nugget. Like, yo, I just threw that in there. That's the answer.
If you didn't give me Idlewild, I weren't gonna give it to you. Because what I'm looking at right now, I know what I will not to even cheat the thing. So everyone can see it. Oh, hold on, let's get that
Let's
right.
see what Kadeem pulling up here.
Can you read that first line out loud before you try and read it in your head? Can you read it out?
I don't, bro. You know, I could put that Kadeem Simmons got the Cater Kohu answer wrong on Wikipedia, bro. Like, this is Wikipedia.
I'm just saying, I was going by that, and as the judge of this question, if you didn't say Idlewild, I wasn't going to give it to you. I'm just saying.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I said it though.
Fair play, you did.
Hey, we're having a giveaway on the opposite side of bonus time. In order to enter, leave a comment, please, and thank you. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Kadeem, you'll be able to set up the giveaway by the time we go over the bonus time.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
See, we live now. We don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. Hey, and it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Don't waste no time. What you got, Kadeem?
What should I say to enter the giveaway?
Hey, just let's see who commented, and if there's a comment, if you have a comment on this episode, we're gonna put you in the giveaway.
So I have to go right to the beginning.
Yeah. Hey, you the one who I would have had to go right to the beginning if you got the answer right.
You would have made me do it.
I would have, but still,
That's what I'm saying,
hey, we got to do it for the fans, Kadeem. It is what it is.
You know what's funny as well? If you go to the wheel of names, it's got the people from the other giveaway as well. So yeah, shout out to that. So let's start this. So while I do this, I'm gonna need you to filibuster and to keep people busy.
Man, that's nothing. This is what we do. Hey, we could just I was gonna say, how about y'all leave some more comments, but it's gonna make Kadeem's job harder. So we won't do that, man. Yeah, man. I really feel like as far as the draft goes, we'll go back to the draft. As far as the draft goes, I think it'll be very interesting. Something that we didn't talk about on this episode at all, which we have no reason to, right? But maybe we do. Do the Dolphins take a quarterback if a quarterback falls to them? Not in the second round, maybe not the third round, but are we happy with Mike White? Or are we happy with Kadeem's boy, Skylar Thompson? I like Skylar Thompson. I just like Mike White better than Skylar Thompson. You know what I'm saying? So if Stetson Bennett falls in the draft and the Dolphins are there around the 5th round and can move some things around to get Stetson Bennett in the 5th round, will we make a move on Stetson Bennett? How you feel about that, Kadeem?
I think it falls into my reasoning. See, it made me stop typing. I said you filibuster, and now you're gonna be answering questions.
Yeah, but I couldn't ask the comments questions because then your comments would be lit up.
If a quarterback falls to them, I think they pass the opportunity because you've just brought in. Listen, Mike White and Skylar Thompson aren't on money, which means you have to keep them around. But you're bringing in someone to be QB2, essentially. So hopefully you don't need to see QB2 because Tua plays 17 games plus a postseason.
Mm-hmm.
But what quarterback realistically is going to fall to them in any round who's going to, again, realistically be good enough to, if in a pinch, win a game, maybe 2 games, who isn't essentially, can the Dolphins find their Brock Purdy? And I don't think they need to try and find a Brock Purdy. It will say a lot about what the Dolphins think of Mike White and Skylar Thompson. And if COVID strikes down all 3 quarterbacks, there will be someone on the street with NFL experience to come in. I just don't see the point in drafting a quarterback. Listen, you could bring someone in who's undrafted because you're not spending a pick, but to spend a pick on a quarterback, I just can't see it.
Hey, shout out to IMAX. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Hey, we got that giveaway. Shout out Kadeem for not contributing. You know what I'm saying? But we did it. We did it. Listen, no, I like Stetson Bennett. I think if he came in, he would run the ball. When everyone was saying, yo, how come Skylar Thompson don't run the ball? Stetson Bennett's going to get up out of there. And he's like 30 years old too, so he's knowledgeable. He has some wisdom on him. I'm playing. He's like 25. But still, now, tip of the hand, we're going to show our hand a little bit. Ali Hodgkinson, if you're a fan of Go Time Dolphins, comes on the show annually, and we talk draft with Ali all the time. I got a question for him because I'm really curious about this Hendon Hooker thing. Hendon Hooker is a quarterback that went to Tennessee, and it's like, yo, Hendon Hooker wasn't like a first round pick for real in my mind. He got hurt. Tennessee did real good. He got hurt, and I thought he was going to be like a 3rd round pick. I really did think he was going to be like a 3rd round pick. And Malik Willis last year, everyone was talking up Malik Willis, and he ended up being a 3rd round pick when I didn't think he was going to do anything like that. He wasn't going to be serious at all. So for me, I'm like, yo, Hendon Hooker was supposed to be like a 3rd round pick for me. If Hendon Hooker falls to the 3rd round this year, is that somebody you say, you know what, we could put Hendon Hooker behind Tua, and again, you have a serviceable backup quarterback, and he'll be on his rookie contract for the next 4 years. So I don't know how we looking with that giveaway.
I believe I have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names. I've been up and down 3 times now, and I am 99% sure I am not missing anyone.
Hey, we appreciate everybody who left a comment. This is what you get when you sign up for Go Time Dolphins. You never know what's going to happen. Let's see this list of names, Kadeem.
Let's get this right this time. So also, can I just say, shout out to my internet being top, absolutely top class, mate. World class internet connection right now. So this is what I have at the moment.
Let's see. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, can someone tell me what movie that is? I like it. I like it a lot.
Can I just say, I think for this comment alone, you should be taken off. Like you have the prize. The prize is me, Hannah. Like that prize is on your ring. So what other prize did you try to get out of here? I'm just saying, like, I can take that ring at any moment. Let's be careful. Let's not play games. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Adam Montana won a different prize. Oh man.
Hold on.
Let's get it. Oh, hold on.
What'd you miss? You nearly missed Hannah Montana lose her engagement ring. That's what you nearly missed. So, and Hammer says Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, it is Dumb and Dumber. Shout out to Hammer. Hammer down. Yeah, shout out to Hammer, man. That's one of my favorite movies. Top 10 for sure. Dumb and Dumber. A lot.
Let's hide that. Let's close the ad. And when you are ready, I am ready.
Hey, Go Time Dolphins having another Go Time giveaway unannounced. That's what happens when you come in and tune into us live. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live and find out what happens on the next one. Let's get it, Kadeem. And the winner is K-Salt. K-Salt is the winner of the Go Time giveaway. We appreciate you rocking with Go Time Dolphins. Unfortunately, Kadeem didn't get us the giveaway, and I had to come through in the clutch. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the type of backup quarterback we need, Kadeem. Whenever one goes down, the other one comes in and delivers touchdowns. Quality time. You feel me? I like it. Congrats, K-Salt.
Congrats, K-Salt. And why are you trying to get rid of me for? Like,
I'm not trying to get rid of you, Kadeem. I'm just saying, like, I just said you was the starting quarterback. I said I came in and delivered afterwards.
Why couldn't you be the running back?
Running backs don't throw touchdowns, Kadeem.
You designed a trick play, like not a Philly special, a Miami. It can't be the Miami Miracle. Don't the Miami Meltdown, because that's not a good thing. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
Hey, K-Salt, hit us up in our email, gotimedolphins@gmail.com, so we can get your delivery address. You know what I'm saying? We need, you know what I'm saying? We need a lot of information from you, K-Salt, in the building. You got something else before we go, Kadeem?
If you haven't already, make sure you share, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. The next time we are 100% going live is the second night of the 2023 NFL draft. But turn on notifications. We might go live at any moment. So the only way to know 100%, subscribe, turn on notifications. So when we do go live, you find out immediately.
That's the next time we're guaranteed going live, is the second day of the draft, when the Dolphins are not on the clock, but we're probably we're probably gonna go live the whole time and just chill and chop it up, and y'all come dip the chips with us. Don't double dip the chip though. So, but I'm pretty sure we'll probably go live before then, but that's the next time we're guaranteed to go live.
But yeah, once again, thanks for everyone, and we shall see you soon.